in this poem. This is for the women who taught me how to read, who were charged with the task of preserving the popular history but still left out of the bibliography. These women are my works cited, if you will. This is for their insides and in-betweens, for the cottonmouth hair they gave me, the same hair my aunt hid under a blonde wig for 30 years. This is for the women who weren't always righteous, but who could smell the hell on you for every eve, who opened the night of her womb just so a piece of day, light as I am, could find her ways through, for twice great-grandmother. Always glinting with the blue English eyes God done gave her. Those two chill jewels set in her bleached almond skin above her high bridge, high enough to pick almonds from. So almost white, she never dared risk a nigger relative skipping foot across her floor. Those ungrateful spooks, she would say. Always plotting with pocket knives, thinking about how they wanted to gouge the pretty heirlooms of rape straight out of her skull. She even hated plums for the stains they left against her lips, kept a shotgun at the hip for the boys who wanted to come round threatening her sons. Her blue shooting eye, tighter than the lid on distill and moonshine. Them boys were to thank God they were stark white, and Grandma wise enough not to push her ivory luck. Once great-grandmother, perfectly hairless, otherwise pinned a solid white waterfall by plaiting it long and lynch-like down her back. Her husband seized every time he caught a black man or a red man or a white man, anybody really smiling at her. Ma said her braid hung low, a mass with its own body swung low, so white in some places the hair tinged green. Her husband kicked her out the house for cheating, though she was faithful as a chicken on a chain, and when he mysteriously caught fire in a barn one day, you better thank that gasoline grace she got all her 10 children back that very evening. She spent the rest of her day smiling through railroad teeth and eating Cocoa Puffs and cutting the heads off of catfish. Grandma Doris, now she calls it fuzz. What she ruches and fluffs and refuses to dye, head solid white. Past 78, you dress for your joints, but at 19, she was a fox. She said she be done mammoed on a chariot before she let another man see her legs and feet. I said, what now? She said, well, honey died 27 years ago, so she don't shave no more. Got no stubborn naps to hold a grudgeful curl, but got surly words, had lovely table manners once, and good grammar, but bad teeth and a bad mouth, always talking about balls and cantaloupes with a K and somebody's gapped crotch. My grandmother's like a really, really vulgar woman. Before Grandma Comer, just Ardella, just 16, Pat's fresh cream wife with incorrigible hip-length red hair. She worked in the general store outside Arlington, West Virginia. So Irish, her first mulatto boy was born on St. Patrick's. And from her, I got these Guinness-colored eyes, this whiskey skin. But Grandma ain't leave no white family in her wake. All her grandchildren were black, and her great-grandchildren, and her great-great-grandchildren, her stepchildren too, were church full of Negroes at a white lady's homegoing. Mama didn't cross state lines to put her in the ground, so she sent white gardenias to the funeral, cause Ma got class but no taste. Just like the day she called the waitress a Russian bitch cause she wouldn't serve our black asses no lemonade. And Ma, she worries about me. And she stays looking at me with her big, beautiful eyes like two swollen grapes looking at me as if she were trying to make wine or something. A red-boned benches with skin so light, a nigga said he had to check my nipples to check my race. But you can see each one of their stories etched in my face. And Mama said I look like all the women in our family, especially when I wear my hair out and these tresses get to gossip in this dense of black argument, this thicket of rebels, this nest of vipers. We ain't no Medusas here, but each one of us got a stare that could cut glass. These women full of beauty and power and venom. These women who taught me how to weave and stitch and switch and swing.